Welcome everyone to another episode of The Catalyzed Cat, and now for something completely different. Hope you enjoy the content. Today we're focusing on K-drives and Yorelli, specifically the races and a build you can run in open world missions. The races you can actually only see if you get on your K-drive. Not even Marilena can see them, so you definitely want to get a K-drive. These have turned out to be a lot of fun, and I got into them because I was actually playing a racing game because I was taking a tiny break from Warframe, and wow, I'm really happy I looked into this frame and figured out there's 5 different races you can do every day. They switch rotations, like there's 22 on Fortuna and I think probably around the same amount on Deimos. It's just a lot of fun. It's like, I heard you like grinding, so I made some rails you can grind while you grind. I've integrated it into my dailies. The actual rewards from the vent kits are kind of debatable, but I just really like grinding out the daily standing, and now I have nearly everything from them. The entire gamut. It's just a great change of pace and yeah, fun. Some people don't like K-drives, but I found it to be a blast. Even in railjack, I took her to some railjack missions and I found her survivability and damage great. Like, she has a grouping tool, she has crowd control, survivability, and damage. Like, what more can you want, right? Oh yeah, K-drive races. If you are quite familiar with the controls, you can also just go and grind out the reputation in a skate park. There's one right behind the entrance in Fortuna, if you don't know already. And also in Harindi Crater, there's a quite difficult bunch of grinding rails, but they're quite fun if you're looking for a challenge. It's definitely set up for grinding because they have these little point power-ups, like they're just about to see over here by the window. Yeah, I actually failed this race because the little gates, I just couldn't see it. So you really have to stay aware. Sometimes the gates are really easy to see, most of the time. Then there'll be a hidden one every once in a while that won't even appear on the radar, or you just miss it. Or this is bug frame we're playing in more ways than one. So it could be just a bug. But the good thing about it was there was another race right next door and we did complete this one in style. Feels good, man. She's also getting a really nice buff, which will make her playable in sort of more enclosed spaces, indoor missions, where Marilena no longer has to be rode, no longer has to be active, and you don't have to be on top of her. Yeah. For the survivability boost. So what they revealed in the latest dev stream is that you get Marilena as a companion and the 90% survivability boost she gives you, and she just follows along casting sea snares, which is great. I expect we'll be seeing a lot more of Yorelli in casual missions like Steel Path, not just bounties and as a very niche K-drive frame. Yeah, just really wanted to upload this video this weekend because I felt happy and like I'm doing something new in Warframe. That's good. I've also been taking time to work on me and keeping the game fresh and interesting. You know, you really can't afford to burn out and make something that's supposed to be a game, make something that's supposed to be fun into too much of a chore. So yeah, I really like going for new frames from time to time, and Yareli has been a real hit with me. Just really want to share her build, what I'm actually playing. You never really use her primary, so it's more focused on her secondary, which I'm running the Prisma Angstrom with at the moment. It is an Incarnon weapon that plays a huge factor into why I'm using it, as you don't need headshots, you just have to hit the enemy directly, and it has massive ammo efficiency. You can basically just shoot as much as you want. Reloads really quick, does great damage. You don't need to see the appearance, I'm sure you can figure that out, but here's the build I'm running. Galvanized shot, Cascadia flare, a lot of heat damage, especially in Incarnon form, and a lot of crit. The crit multi also grows with Tenacious Bond, which is an amazing bond mod I recommend using on basically nearly all your pets, except for the exclusively status-based frames you're running. So yeah, just real quick, you get 50% crit chance on your pet, and then your frame with all its weapons and abilities gains a 1.2 final crit damage multiplier, so that's really great. I think the Praedos works. I haven't really tested it totally with the speed, but I think it works for Marilina. What I also think definitely works is the dodge speed. So if you have these mods and weapons, advise using them. Otherwise, I am working on the Compressor Yareli's signature pistol. I think that goes really well with her as well. These are the two arcanes I'm using, Energize and Velocity, and I believe that Strength speeds up. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm hallucinating, but I believe Strength speeds Marilina up a little bit. Anyway, this build you can use for K-driving and for actual bounties in the open world. I've found her the most fun and effective there, often topping damage and getting to objectives the fastest. I play with preparation for quality of life, and yeah, Marilina Guardian makes it so you never have to get off and gives you a huge damage boost. As well as her passive actually gives her a big damage boost, and Vigorous Swap from time to time, those 3 seconds really give you a big burst boost. Yeah, her passive, as long as you're moving, you get an astounding 200% crit chance. I do run Unairu for armor stripping, as there isn't a more convenient way that I've yet established or put in place. So yeah, that's the build real quick. Hope you enjoy it. Did just want to share that with you at the end of the video. And one last thing is, I'm gonna make a separate video on this, but basically you want to have keybinds for things like energy and K-drive and Arcwing. Where is it? Number 1. Yeah, I found that super helpful. Ever since I put these keybinds in place, Warframe has been quite a bit more enjoyable, and you can really save yourself. I almost said shave yourself. Yeah, you can really save yourself in bad situations that you need help in, you know. There's more that can be done with this, but these are the main ones that I would really recommend for not just dying all of a sudden. Yeah. So we're in Fortuna, and behind this little gate, the vent kids are. They will sell you the compressor pistol, which I need to earn, so I need to do a little grinding today, but I already earned these 2 parts, crafted them, and yeah, if you don't have Yareli yet, you can make a K-drive. It's honestly pretty weak without these mods, but I think you can level it by just 1 grinding and 2 doing the races, although those will probably be quite hard. I don't know how I even did them before I had the mods. Yeah, but I know I did on Fortuna's release. So hope you enjoyed seeing another side to Warframe if you haven't yet discovered K-drives and Ureli for yourself. It's a really nice change of pace from the constant grinding and sort of efficiency, metagame focused mode. Yeah, you can even buy a K-drive for like 40 plat. I think they all have this, I'm pretty sure they all have exactly the same stats. And it's the same mods that make the difference.